Hey guys, get ready with me for my senior prom. Today we are gonna be in my sister's room and I'm gonna show you guys how I do my makeup. Okay, so first you need to start by moisturizing your face. I used this. I got it in like a tester thing. Oh, look at my nails. I got them done yesterday. My dress is white, so I feel like they just look so cute. And then I get my primer. I'm using the Milk. I've never used it before, but one of the guys in Ulta recommended it to me, and so did one of my friends. I also did my lashes already. I used these ones. And next I'm going to be using this mixed with this because this is not currently my color right now. I literally never break out, but I broke out this week. I think it might be because of stress or like I was using something different on my face. I don't really know. I think this might still be too light for me. I'm going to add a little bit of this. I need a new sponge. I've had this one for like ever and ever. Okay, next I'm going to use this concealer. They don't have a really good shade range at all, so this does not match. But we're going to make it match when I put on bronzer and stuff. I like to put a little bit on my eyelids too because I have really bad veins on my eyes and I don't use eyeshadow because I just don't like how it looks on me. So I gotta cover those up. And I use this little tiny baby beauty blender. I don't like using brushes to blend. I feel like most people do, but I feel like it just makes the makeup really streaky. It might just be the type of makeup that I'm using, but I just personally don't like it. Okay, also a trick I like to do, you can still see that one a little bit right there, is I get some powder on my finger and I just dab it on top of that. And then you get your concealer again and you just put it back on again and then you dab that with your finger. And then you just basically blend it out with your finger and like it's still there obviously, but like it's a lot less noticeable than how it was before. Then I do my bronzer. I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury one. I have the shade medium. And then I literally got this brush from 5 and Below, so. Also, you wanna make sure that you blend everything down to your neck so it matches, especially like, I know a lot of my friends that got spray tans, and if you don't want to go out and buy like a whole new set of makeup and you don't own bronzy drops, then at least blend it down to your neck so then it kind of like pulls it together. Okay, and then once I'm finished with that, oh, I dropped it. I get okay, and then once I'm finished with that, I get a makeup wipe and I wipe off my lips and my eyebrows. Okay, and then once I wipe everything off, I use edge control to do my eyebrows. I basically just dip a little brush like this. It's literally disgusting, but that's how you know it's good. And then I just dip it in this and just brush up and then sideways. Okay, so I don't fill in my brows because they're already pretty thick. In the areas that I accidentally wiped off some of the makeup, I just kind of go like that and it gets covered up again. Okay, now I'm gonna do blush. I use this one, Dibs. I think it's a new brand. I have never seen it before until the other day at Ulta. But it smells really good. It smells like donuts. It also comes with a bronzer on the other side, but this is a little too light for me. It literally matches my skin tone, so. I also like to add highlighter into my blush because I don't use highlighter after because I feel like it separates the makeup too much. So I like to put it on right now. I am also going to add some of this blush, the Bare Minerals one. This is literally a tester that I got. I just like the shade of this one. And it gives a really like pretty glow to whatever else you have on. And I just blend with the regular brush. Honestly, I do have blush blindness, but I don't care. I think it's so pretty. Blush is literally my favorite step of makeup. I literally have a hair right here. But yeah, blush is my favorite step ever. I just think it makes you look alive. and it's so beautiful. And also I'm gonna be taking pictures at the beach, and I feel like the time that we're going is like 3, so the sun's gonna be like really bright, and the blush will like just make me not look as washed out. Okay, now I'm gonna do my lips. I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner in the shade, I don't know, it's wiped off, but it's the darker one. It's not the Pillow Talk. I do have a double lip line, if you could see it right there, and I try not to go over that as much as I should because it makes me look like a clown. Okay, so once I like get the outline, I just like to color in like a little bit more, not all the way in, but like majority of like your lip. Okay, once you have it like that, I'm gonna use the Kylie lip kit in the shade, doesn't say, just says matte lipstick Kylie. That's really annoying. Anyways, I'm gonna be putting this over like this. I don't know why these stopped being less popular because they stay on so good. I feel like it's because they're matte and they kind of make your lips a little dry. That's why you just have to like extra blend it. And you're basically done with the majority of like your makeup. Like you are done with your makeup. Then I just use this Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. And I like to use this little fan I got on Amazon. I put it to the second setting and I do it at the same time that I spray this on. I know I use a lot, it works better. And then I put it to the high setting, and I try to move my mouth a lot because then it'll like make the lipstick not get like in the lines. Okay, and then next I'm gonna do setting powder. So I use the Huda Beauty cherry color, and then I also have this HD Flawless just in like white, and I try to get the crevices out first with this brush before I put any setting powder on. I usually only crease like right here, so I just like brush it out, and then I get this one. I'm just gonna like do that and get the like smallest amount on the brush and just dab it on like that. And then for the under eyes, I do the same thing. Just get a little bit and go under. And then I still use this little brush and I go in between my eyebrows right here and just bring it out around them. And then I also do my upper lip and underneath, because I do have smile lines pretty bad. Did I mess up my lip liner? I think I did. I gotta fix that. But anyways, then I go in between my nose right here, which is kind of hard. And then for the rest of my face, I use the cherry one, which actually smells amazing, like amazing. Actually, wait, is this my cherry one? No, this is the birthday cake one. I still thought it was a cherry one. Anyways, I just get a little bit on this ginormous brush and I start with the blush first because it's pink. And then with the excess, I put it on my forehead and under my chin. And then I make sure to dip it back in and do my neck. And that is my prom makeup. I think it looks pretty good. I am no makeup artist at all, but I've been doing makeup since 7th grade, so I feel like I've kind of perfected it by now. Oh, there's a hair right there. I'm gonna go do my hair and put on my dress and show you guys the finished look. This is the final outfit.